Well, here we go again. Looks like Extra Emily is getting even more hate lately, as she usually does, but the twist this time is that it may, to some degree, be deserved. Now, I was watching YouTube as I usually do, and I came across a video about her by a dude called Pegasus. Now, I didn't know this dude beforehand, but he seems to be a pretty big YouTuber, has over 1.48 million subscribers, so he's doing pretty well for himself. But I have a few issues with parts of his video. Okay, I just have to say right off the bat, some of the points that he makes at the very beginning to try to give you a bit of an idea of who Extra Emily is are fair to some degree, but I also still don't like some of it. Like, for example, and I should have said this in my last video about Emily, her running the red light is a bad thing. But it wasn't like it was a super busy street. It wasn't like traffic was crazy. It wasn't like anybody else was in danger. And even me myself have ran red lights before without noticing the red light because I was distracted. It's really not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a problem. And that's why I really didn't talk about it. And number two, he also talks about her holding the gun in a weird way. I remember that clip. I've seen it before, and he is right. That's very dangerous, and I would be very scared if I was in that room with her because I like Esther Emily a lot, but I wouldn't put it past her to accidentally shoot me. Okay, so I agree with that. That was bad. Another thing he says in order to try to assassinate her character is that he uses the clip when she was talking about the fact that she rated a lot of the guys that she had sex with, from those who were the best to the worst, and had their names and even had their penises size and stuff listed up there. And he tries to say that's disgusting and wrong and all that.
There's also this very disgusting list that she made of all the people that she slept with, and then she lists them down and arranges them according to their pee size, compares them to each other, and then she just shows her streamer friends their names and basically just humiliates them.
I have a note in my Apple folder. It has the list of every person that I've had sex with, and I rank the sex, and
let me see.
I rank the dick. Is that weird?
That's awesome.
You have been out there.
Wait, really?
Way to
I
go.
had a hoe phase.
Good for you.
She doesn't. It's like so detailed. There's like ranking for dick size and then ranking for how good it was as well.
People have no shame, I swear to God. That is so disgusting. Just like no morals, no respect for anyone. Just absolute freaks, man. Complete like narcissistic sociopaths here.
Be for real. Just be for real. How many guys out there keep track of all the girls they slept with and how pretty they were or how not pretty they were, or who had big boobs and who didn't? Even if it wasn't like a thing out in the open, which is good. It should never be out in the open. There's nothing wrong with keeping something like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does it to some degree. There's no person on this earth, I believe, that can be with multiple partners and doesn't compare them or have some kind of system in their mind to compare which ones they like better than the others. Now, you can have a point in saying that maybe she shouldn't have broadcasted this to the whole entire world. She shouldn't have put this on the internet. And that's true, because it's her personal business. And even though these are her friends, and it's okay to share that with your friends and keep it confidential, it's not confidential. Because it's open for the world to see. But it's not like she gave the people's names out. It's like the people who had sex with her that she had on the list are known. To me, this is a whole nothing burger. It's not even that important. Nothing's wrong with this. But anyway, enough of the character assassinations. Let's actually go to the issue that's at the crux of this whole thing. Apparently, Extra Emily has been DMCAing people who have been sharing a particular clip.
She's on the phone with her dad here.
Could you let me know? Did you pay the tuition, your college tuition, back to us yet?
Yes.
This year?
Yes.
I never heard mom say
Dad,
that.
don't bring that up. I'm gonna get canceled.
Yeah, cancel what?
Canceled on the internet. I'm hanging up. Bye.
Okay. So your chat heard this. Okay, they can check it. Don't
Bye,
forget
Dad.
it. Okay, so why you avoid this topic?
Cause I got so much hate for it. You don't even know.
Oh, for this one? For this issue?
Yes.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. We want you to pay us back happily,
Yes.
not get any burden or something.
I'm hanging up. My dad is gonna go crazy. I'm gonna get another clip. I'm gonna get canceled again.
So yes, looking at the clip at first glance, it seems like she hasn't really fulfilled her promise on paying back her parents for paying for school for her, despite the fact that that's been the biggest issue with her and the reason people are starting to hate on her for. But just like Pegasus admits within the video, this could be a joke too.
Okay, so in my opinion, there's like two options here. Number one is that her dad is joking with her, and this is all playful. This is like a stream entertainment thing, or her dad is like trolling her. That's kind of the same thing people said last time. Oh, the parents don't actually want any money back, and they're just sort of trolling her, even though apparently they had a whole contract, and she did make that tweet saying that, oh, you guys convinced me, now I'm paying them back or whatever. I was being selfish, all of that. And then the option two is that this is actually serious, and her dad is asking for the money back and is just confused because, I don't know, maybe he didn't get all of it. Now I was gonna say this is number one, right? This is just a joke. But then if it is a joke, why is she going around copywriting people, DMCA claiming people, desperately trying to stop people from looking at this clip and shutting down these like Twitter accounts as well? I feel like that screams guilty to me.
So this could all just be a joke at the same time. But it could also be real, so there's no way to fully 100% tell. But I'm leaning more towards the fact that it's a joke. She's a live streamer. She exists to be funny and entertaining. So more than likely, it was a joke. But Pegasus then proceeds to question that if it was a joke, why would she DMCA people? And in my opinion, it's freaking obvious. Whether it's a joke or not, she's going to DMCA people because she doesn't want that information spreading around and getting more hate. She got so much hate last time for not paying her parents back that she actually changed her mind due to the bullying. And she was actually crying at the idea to some degree beforehand when another mistake happened that she might lose her streaming job. She does not want the hate and she does not want the attention in that way to the point where she could lose money or lose her job. So of course she's going to want to prevent people from seeing this clip, whether it's a joke or not. Now, I haven't been in YouTube long, but I know one thing. Abusing the copyright system just because people say something you don't like is not good. That's why I say to some degree Pegasus has a point here with his criticism of Extra Emily, and the people who are also saying this do as well. You should not DMCA people just because they say something you don't like. And I still agree with that. I think Emily is wrong for copyright striking these people's videos and clips. But at the same time, I feel it's pretty obvious why she's doing what she's doing. She doesn't want people to mess with her. And I wish people wouldn't. They can look at that information, be logical about it, talk to her if they have a criticism, and if she wants to respond, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't. She shouldn't have DMCA'd them, but the people shouldn't have also been going after her either. He then goes over a little bit of beef that was going on between NMP and Yeet himself. And Yeet is the account that had originally posted the video of Extra Emily that she DMCA'd.
Now, it turns out another streamer, NMP, responded, and he's basically the guy who Hassan was showing those terrorist propaganda videos, and he's like, this isn't a music video, Hassan. Anyways, he's like a giant simp for Extra Emily, it seems, but he basically says, low-key, he self-reported he's broke, needs another man to pay his legal fees. Oh yeah, I hope he goes to court. Ha ha ha, I'm gonna go watch. Restitution? Over what? The 50 cents that the tweet didn't make? Yeet gonna dox himself by going to court now? Over a tweet? Yeet responds, feel like this guy would get arrested for a warrant if he tried going near a courtroom, but I'll see you there, bud. Now, the funny thing here is NMP is involved in a divorce case right now, a very public divorce with his partner Malena, his ex-partner, and she's trying to take like 50% of his stuff. I feel like he has other stuff to worry about here, but instead he's talking about his queen, Extra Emily.
Nick is apparently defending her. And this doesn't surprise me at all. I like Nick, I like NMP, but I've always questioned the people he hangs around sometimes and the friendships he keeps. He's very willing, despite how bad a person may be, to stay friends with them for the sake of the previous established relationship they already have. He is still friends with Hassan, and he is still friends with Asmon, despite both of those two being kind of crazy and extreme on a lot of things.
If Asmongold was never in OTK, we had nothing to do with him, because people were like, oh, Emmy, why do you even talk to him? All that said, he's still gonna do Asmongold things. He ain't gonna stop.
Do you want my honest opinion on this?
Yes.
I think that when you are tied to, for example, right, if I had like 5 employees, and I'm saying a bunch of crazy shit, and it cost those employees their job. At what point is my like yes, I can be as unhinged as I want, right? But the people who are affected by it are allowed to be mad at me for being that unhinged, and eventually
Agreed.
should either be fully disconnected from me or like say, hey, I'm not willing to be around this. And this is
Well, that's all I really wanted to cover from the video from Pegasus, but there's something actually interesting here. As of the making of this video, Extra Emily actually posted a response to all this drama. This is her response basically. I was holding off on saying something, but I would like to stand up for myself. 1. I pay my parents in 6 months installments. It's May. The next payment is scheduled in June. My dad is trolling and joking. 2. I DMCA'd the clips because I knew Twitter has a hate boner for me and I would absolutely blow it up, starting another massive hate train on an out of context clip where people just make assumptions about the truth. The internet did that anyway, so I guess it'll happen regardless. Love that. However, bitch, I don't regret DMCAing anyone when someone's main goal is to share a drama baiting, out of context clip that has no information and is most likely to start hate. Why would I keep that clip up if it's just promoting harassment and they're making money off of my unaltered content? Now, if they do share a moment where I truly fuck up, then I take responsibility and let the clips roam free. 3. It has been exhausting seeing all these harassing comments, clips, and videos towards me on a clip where my dad was just trolling me. I want to stand up for myself and stop misinformation from spreading, and I also ask that people on the internet take these clips with a grain of salt. So, it seems in the end that I was right, and what I thought was going on was exactly what was going on. This was a joke. This was a troll. People took it and ran with it and acted like it was serious once again. Once again, Extra Emily does a thing that's funny and it's a joke. People take it too seriously and they start hating on her for it. Once again. And like I said before, maybe she still shouldn't have DMCA'd people. That is an L for her because you should never abuse the copyright system like that, especially when it comes to people's livelihoods and people making content. That I will never be on her side about. But overall, yeah, the people were doing this to try to attack her and throw more hate at her. So I see where she's coming from. And I think she's justified in her being angry. I think she's justified in snapping at people for this because they aren't doing anything besides trying to hate on her because she's a popular streamer and she's pretty. Let's be honest, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. People find her annoying, and people don't like her because she's popular, she has a lot of money, and she happens to be really pretty too. Those are the reasons. Let's just be honest here. Let's not beat around the bush. But anyway, like I said before, Extra Emily is one of my favorite streamers. What do you think about this situation? Do you think she should have DMCA people, or do you think it's completely off limits like I do? Do you think she's being unfairly treated? And do you think she has some justification for wanting to DMCA videos? Or do you think she deserves all the hate that has come her way and is coming her way? Like and subscribe, and always remember, I am awesome and you guys are awesome. And don't hate Extra Emily, please. Be good people.